This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good morning, good tomorrow, wherever you're tuning in from. Glad to have you along for another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion here on the channel. We'll waste no time, get into it. I'm obviously on holidays. This is being recorded on Sunday, so apologies if there's actual news at the time this is releasing. But I just took a look through the 9 Things article from Kurt Levens this weekend here, obviously released every Sunday morning at midnight. And there was a little interesting tidbit there on Jeff Jackson and how he views the future of the Edmonton Oilers. There's been a lot made about the future of the Edmonton Oilers under Jeff Jackson, and obviously something that Jeff Jackson has told media after media after media member is that we're going to focus on analytics, sports science, and of course player development. Now obviously that's key because the Oilers have a lot of great players within the pipeline, but what's interesting to note is who's running the NHL bench. The former head of development in some sense of the word for the Oilers, Jay Woodcroft on the farm in Bakersfield, now running the NHL bench, having some good success. Been to the third round, been to the second round of the playoffs back-to-back years. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl have never been better. But the question is Jay Woodcroft going to be the man that Jeff Jackson sees long-term as his head coach? Obviously, Ken Holland's likely done after this season, so that would kind of parlay into the fact that when Jay Woodcroft's contract comes up, not at the end of this year, but next year, that it is indeed Jeff Jackson that will be making the call on whether or not to bring back Mr. Jay Woodcroft. So, with that said, the only real argument to be had here, and this one, like I said, is going to be quick, is will Jeff Jackson's focus on analytics versus how Jay Woodcroft A, runs a bench, 11-7, and B, seems to have run the team the past few years, will those collide and ultimately kind of force Jay Woodcroft out of the head coaching job in Edmonton? More so, easier said, will Jeff Jackson at the end of Jay Woodcroft's contract get a guy that he knows will deploy what the organization is trying to do top bottom? That's kind of what I'm asking here. And simply put, you look, I think the only real argument's sake case that I have right now is the usage of Jesse Puljujarvi under Jay Woodcroft versus the last 6 or so months of the 2 seasons of Dave Tippett, right? Jesse Puljujarvi, different player under Dave Tippett than he has and was under Jay Woodcroft. So again, kind of just asking that question, trying to piece together a couple of things here and open the floor to you. What do you think? Is Jay Woodcroft the man long-term in Edmonton now that Jeff Jackson is the CEO of hockey operations? I was going to say the CEO of president of hockey operations. That doesn't make sense. My apologies there. But friends, I leave it up to you in the comments section below. If you could leave a like on this video, that would be greatly appreciated. Maybe get some different opinions in here and see what ends up happening in my comments section as I drive on up to Cold Lake Tuesday afternoon, today, for those of you watching. But friends, enjoy your afternoon. I will ask you, if you are new to the channel or returning, please click the bell and enable all notifications if you are, or subscribing to the channel here on Dolynny TV. That would be greatly appreciated as we transition into hockey season over the next week and a half. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you soon.